going through some different trade scenarios for different teams, and those guys had a lot of different ideas, and you kind of can get an idea of what other people are thinking. Like, you really can get an idea. I'm gonna be honest. Some of those trades on there, shit, the NFL should really consider making. Some of those trades are very feasible for both teams, and there was good ideas from those guys that took. And one of the trades that I want to talk about was this: the Kansas City Chiefs trading for Trey McBride. Um, I feel like there's a value there. There's a value there for Arizona. There's a value there for Kansas City because Kansas City has an aging tight end. We know Travis Kelce can still ball out. I mean, Travis Kelce is that guy. I think that dude will be able to do it till he's 40 if he wanted to. I don't know if he will do it till he's 40, but Trey McBride, they never miss a beat. As a matter of fact, they'll probably get a stronger version because what you would have to do to stop Trey McBride in the Kansas City Chiefs offense would be crazy. I mean, it would just be crazy because it'll open up doors. And just imagine, he'll be able to get a chance to actually play with Kansas City while Travis Kelce was there. So Travis Kelce can actually teach him the ropes, help him learn that offense. Trey McBride would be a mega superstar on the Kansas City Chiefs team. I mean, a mega superstar. And I'm like, I wonder if Kansas City even considering making a trade like that. Now I know Sadiq is coming out of college, but we don't know really what Sadiq's going to do in the NFL. We know what Trey McBride can do. And Trey McBride is still under the age of 30. Tight ends in the Kansas City Chiefs offense is just crazy how good they can be. If I was Trey McBride, our agent, I would actually be talking to the Kansas. I would try to see what Kansas City would actually offer for Trey McBride because, I mean, he's affordable. He's younger. He's much younger than Travis Kelce. He's proven. I mean, and really sometimes Trey McBride is just straight just unstoppable. So that's one of the scenarios they brought up on the show, and I thought that was a good scenario to bring up. There was some other good scenarios on there as well. They had the Arizona Cardinals talking about what they would take for certain players on their team. And to be honest with you, Arizona, they need to rebuild anyway. They need to rebuild anyway. But the Jets were talking some good trades about the Jets as well. I mean, and I think that's what football fans right now should be doing. Football fans right now are just in hell. They're in sports hell right now because they're football fans and there's no football. And you got some other leagues out there trying to do things like that. But that's not something that we're going to really just put our stakes in, you know? We're going to put our stakes in the NFL because that's one of our favorite sports to talk about. So when I say that, I'm saying that some of these trade scenarios, appreciate the love, guys, some of these trade scenarios that are coming up on the show, on the show I do every morning on TikTok, are really good trade scenarios. Some of them are just BS, but some of them are really, really good. And I think some of these teams should consider doing that because the Trey McBride trade would be awesome. If Pittsburgh could remove DK Metcalf, I'm not saying that DK Metcalf is a flop. He was a bad trade. I'm not saying any of that stuff, guys. I'm just saying he's huge on their salary cap. If somebody wants to take DK Metcalf off the Pittsburgh Steelers salary cap and give him some draft capital for him, why not? I mean, why not? I mean, I'm not saying that DK is no team wants to say that they made a mistake when they traded for somebody. No team wants to say that. And some teams hold on to players even though they know they've made a mistake. And that's a general manager's pride. But honestly, if you can remove DK Metcalf off your salary cap and go to a team, why wouldn't you do that? That's why I say if you come to the Swag Show on TikTok at 9 a.m. every single morning, you hear these trade scenarios. These guys are fans, but some of the trade scenarios they're coming up with actually makes difference. I mean, it makes a difference. I'm just being honest with you guys. You should have seen some of the negotiation that was going on and some of the things that were being said. You should have seen there was a lot. There was some general managers actually talking about some crazy trades that wouldn't have benefited the team, and they were catching it. They were catching it. I know I was one in particular. I tried to get the San Francisco 49ers to take a trade that would have been worthless to them, but a lot of benefit to the Kansas City Chiefs. And the guy was like, "No, I'm not taking that." I tried to do that to a Steeler fan, and the Steeler fan was like, "No, I'm not taking that." And these were trades that I don't think any general manager would make. But then again, we see trades like that in the NFL every single day. They're doing these trades, and you're like, "You traded who for what?" I mean, like, let's take the Trent McDuffie trade. A lot of people feel like that the Rams gave up too much for Trent McDuffie. And in a sense, they did. But from what the Rams need Trent McDuffie for, I understand it. The Rams are in a situation where they're loading up because they know this is probably Matthew Stafford last year. So they're loading up on defense. They're loading up on offense. Now, let's be honest, they got a great coach. He can bring it all together. They know, truthfully, they're not going to have to deal with really anybody but Seattle or somebody in their division like the 49ers. The NFC East is going to be the NFC East. The Giants are going to be an up-and-coming team. I mean, the Cowboys, well, the Cowboys are going to be Cowboys. The Philadelphia Eagles is a threat, right? But they're not a bigger threat like they were 3 years ago. So right now, the window is wide open for the freaking LA Rams, and they know that, and everybody can see it. No fan base wants to say it or admit it, but the truth of the matter is the door is wide open for the doggone LA Rams, and they know it, and they spent money to go get the players that they believe they can get them to the promised land. And they should have done that with Matthew Stafford being on his last legs. And I'm not talking about physically, I'm talking about eventually the guy has to retire, and they know that. So when you put that in consideration, everything that they're doing is great. Now, what was really funny is a Jets fan was not giving up Garrett Wilson no matter what. No matter what you were offering, they're not giving up Garrett Wilson. And in a sense, even though the offers were really tremendous offers, I can understand Garrett Wilson is still an untouched talent. We know that boy can ball out. That boy hadn't had a quarterback really yet. The closest thing he had to a quarterback was Aaron Rodgers. And that team was in total disarray, so you can't really count that. If the Jets don't go get this kid a quarterback, what are you holding on to him for? Because it doesn't make any sense. If you're not going to allow him to be a superstar when we know Garrett Wilson can be a superstar, what are you holding on to him for? I wouldn't want to hold, me personally as a general manager, if I was a general manager and I knew that I was rebuilding a team, the first thing I would do is get this kid a quarterback, somebody who can throw him the ball so you don't waste his career. Other than that, trade him. I can say the same thing for Jefferson over there in Minnesota. It's the same thing. Jefferson truly we saw Jefferson was basically a half-ass quarterback, just put up outstanding numbers. And I'm not saying Kirk Cousins is a half-ass quarterback, but I am saying Kirk Cousins is a half-ass quarterback. He can throw the ball. He can. I mean, the quarterback is coming soon. His name is Ty Simpson. I hope you're right. I hope you get Ty Simpson, and I hope Ty Simpson throw the ball to Garrett Wilson. And yes, if that's the case, yeah, you want to hold on to Garrett Wilson. You really do. But it's at some point, teams have to understand that these players have a 10-year window. And after that, they're on the way down. And nobody sees the same value in them as they did when they had that window open. That's why I'll give you an example of a team that literally, I believe, gave way too much for a player. And that was 2 years ago with Michael Parsons going to Green Bay. Now, unless the Green Bay Packers go in the draft, build them another team, because believe me, the Green Bay Packers that freaking contract for Michael Parsons is overwhelming. So they are stuck like mud. They got to wait till the draft to get some players in there so they can be on their rookie contract. and hopefully they don't miss. And if they don't miss, they'll be all right. They'll be fine. But at some point, you got to start asking yourself, can Jordan Love take this team to the Super Bowl? I don't think so. I've been waiting to see it. I've been waiting to see Jordan Love just break out and be consistent the whole year, and I haven't seen it yet. And he doesn't do well. I'm just being honest, Green Bay fans. He doesn't do well in the playoffs. So if you can't do well in the playoffs and you just put all this money on Michael Parsons, unless your plan is to build a defense to win you the Super Bowl, sort of like what Denver was doing, sort of like what Seattle was. Seattle actually had a monster ass offense, but their defense was so good. You can do it that way. You can do it that way, but I mean, other than that, what are you doing, Green Bay? What are you doing? I mean, like, if I was teams, I would be reaching out to Cleveland. I would be reaching out to the Raiders because Myles Garrett is at the end of his career, and Myles Garrett, I think, has only been to the playoffs once or twice. This dude is a generational player, and he don't even have a team around him to help. So what are you keeping him for? You didn't gave him $40 million, and I guarantee you, Myles Garrett his pocketbook is happy. But man, no player wants to go his whole career and not play in a big game like a Super Bowl or AFC or NFC championship. You don't even get the luxury of saying that. So when you retire, everybody just say Myles Garrett was good. That's all you say. You don't say anything else. The Philadelphia Eagles, they're sitting over there and they got a lot of leverage. And they got A.J. Brown sitting on there. Now here's the thing. Philadelphia knows if they trade A.J. Brown, they know. They know for a fact they're starting over at the receiver because Smitty cannot carry a number one receiver. If he could, they wouldn't have got A.J. Brown. He's a number two, and he's a damn good one too. He's a damn good number two. So you still gotta go get that freaking X. I mean, you still gotta get that number one receiver. You gotta go get him, and Philadelphia knows that. They understand that. I mean, so but don't get it twisted. They got to do something about A.J. Brown, regardless of what they say. And on the other hand, they got to do something about Carter too. They got to do something about Carter. Now the fans will tell you, oh, they're going to sign Carter. They're going to sign. I don't think that's their plan right now. I think their plan right now is to see what Carter gives him on his fifth year. That's what I think their plan is. To see if he can be consistent. Can he consistently stay on the field? Can he stay out of trouble? Excuse me. Will he do the things he's supposed to do? When you move through that NFC East, you got to start thinking about the Giants are loading up big time. And everybody, if you can't see that, then something's crazy. I'm telling you right now, the Giants should be a contender this year to win that division. The Giants showed spots last year. They showed sparks last year. They showed everything. And Scalaboo went down. Jackson Dart went down. But man, when Scalaboo is back, Jackson Dart is back. When their receiver Neighbors is back, they already got tight ends. Then they just picked up Isaiah Likely. If Harbaugh could bring that crap together, we ain't gonna even talk about their defense. These some bitches got a plethora of edge rushers. I mean, they have a lot of damn edge rushers. They are very, very healthy in edge rushing. They can make some trades. They can make some moves. I mean, you can literally put Thibodeau on the trade block, and Thibodeau can go somewhere. You can be talking to Kansas City right now about Thibodeau, because Thibodeau is a pure edge rusher. He's agile. He's long. He's lanky. He's everything Kansas City wants in their defense. Why are you not on the phone with Kansas City Chiefs about Thibodeau? Why are you not saying what would you give me for Thibodeau? And I get it. A lot of people kind of handcuff themselves when it comes to Kansas City. They don't want to trade with them because Kansas City normally gets the best of those trades and end up winning more Super Bowls. So a lot of people are like, I'm not trying to do all that. But I'm being honest. Thibodeau, the New York Giants should talk to the Kansas City Chiefs about giving them Thibodeau. Everybody knows that Kansas City want an edge rusher. Thibodeau is an edge rusher. And while you're at it, see if you can get a third or fourth round pick for him. And why not? You don't need him with Burns, Abdul Carter. You don't need him. Heis Thibodeau, one of the best players in football, gonna be a rotational piece. Now everybody says production has dropped, but I'm just telling you right now, why not give him a fresh start? You didn't trade it with Kansas City before. Yeah, you helped them win the Super Bowl by giving them Kadarius Toney. Why not do it again? Because the Giants are stacked. I don't know if y'all see that or not, but they are. The Cincinnati Bengals should be very busy right now, but they're not. They're going to get in the draft, and then right after the draft, they're going to start getting busy. The reason why is because they got to rebuild an entire defense. And they got to do it like that. And I don't know what Cincinnati fans are watching, but that defense, that product they put on the field last year is horrible. So as far as defensively, offensively, they're all right. They're fine offensively, but as far as defensive, their product on the field is just bad. They can't stop anybody. They're horrible on third down. They give up touchdowns instead of field goals. I don't understand. And you got rid of Lou Anarumo, and he's over in Indianapolis. You did a lot of different things for all this, basically for Zach Taylor. You're not doing anything. You're not doing anything with that. I mean, so, and then when you're talking about the Pittsburgh Steelers, who I'm just going to say this, Pittsburgh Steelers a lot better than y'all giving them credit for. Pittsburgh Steelers, and if I was Pittsburgh right now, TJ Watt would be on the trading block. I want to get rid of that money. I'm telling you right now, these boys got backups. They got some edge rushers over there that can do some damage. TJ Watt is kind of, in a sense, holding them back. So I'm saying he should be on the trade block. You should be taking offers for TJ Watt, not because he's done, not because he's washed up, because he just don't fit what you're trying to do anymore. As a matter of fact, when you have a superstar player like that, or an elite player like that, what you end up doing is you put so much love toward that player, and you don't see the other talents on your team. And when you don't see that, that causes you problems. Now you hold on to him too long, and before you know it, your window closes. So instead of just saying, hey, let me find somebody who wants an aging edge rusher, his name carries so much weight, you make him get the Commanders to take him. The Commanders would love to have him. I mean, why not? It's not that far away from you. I mean, I'm just saying, why not? He's in the NFC, you're in the AFC, you ain't got to worry about playing in the middle of the year. Why not? Why not do that? That's why when you come on the show, the TikTok show, on the Swag Show at 9 a.m., I want to hear some of these trade scenarios. I want to hear some of these offers, because some of these offers the NFL should be listening to, because these offers, you can say, well, you're amateurs. Okay, listen to some of these offers on there, and why they're not looking and saying, you know what, that's not a bad idea. That's not a bad idea. I mean, that's what we're talking about here, guys. What makes sense for these different teams? The Cleveland Browns have to start all over again. They got to figure out who they want their quarterback to be. Is it going to be Deshaun Watson? Is it going to be Shadur Sanders? Me personally, if I was the Cleveland Browns, I would trade Shadur Sanders. Not because Shadur Sanders can't play quarterback in the NFL, because he can. But let's be honest. If you're going to go with Deshaun Watson and put Shadur Sanders back on the bench, and you're not going to let him compete for the job, what you holding on to him for? That's unfair. You picked him 5th round. See what you can get for him. Let him go to a team that actually wants him to play, and there you go. Because Deshaun Watson was a mistake. It was just a mistake. You're not gonna be able to recover from. And if you're gonna do, you could do this. You could trade Deshaun Watson. And I don't know how much value he has right now, but you can trade him and make sure Shadur Sanders your starting quarterback. Because believe me when I tell you, the way it looked last year, Shadur Sanders is the best talent you have on that bench. I mean, because it ain't your other guy. Sorry, it's not him. So then you want to move. You move to the NFC South and you listen to Atlanta. Arthur Smith is just not good. I honestly believe that you can be too old, and you're set in your ways so you don't listen to the people around you. Because what you get, you bringing Tua to that team makes no sense to me. When everybody knows that Tua is a walking concussion. Everybody knows that. Everybody didn't seen him take the hits. They didn't seen the videos. They didn't seen everything. So what are you doing? What are you doing? What makes you think Tua is better? You think Tua can help Penix get better? Because all that shit they said about Tua is just not true. You got to protect Tua. He has to be in the rhythm, and that's the only way he can be effective. If you're depending on Tua to take you to a championship, you better have a damn good defense and a damn good running game. And don't get it twisted. Atlanta has a good running game. And they have an okay defense. If that's their plan, go for it. Rock on. I love them for it. But other than that, Carolina, the Saints, and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are going to pass right on by you. And that includes the Saints. I mean, like, and you're right. Tua needs and you're 100% right. He needs a great O-line. He just does. And if he don't have that, he's not mobile. He can't get out of anybody's way, and he can't get hard tackles. So why? And you took on all that money. I don't think Atlanta took on all that money. I think Miami still has to pay him, and Atlanta got him real cheap. And then most people say, well, I understand that he got him real cheap. No, I don't understand that. You're not trying to win. Penix is not your answer. I've seen enough sample size to get you to understand that he's not your answer. I mean, he cannot stay healthy. If you can't stay healthy in the beginning of your career, what makes you think you're going to stay healthy in the end of your career? That's just the end of the career. That's when people start getting hurt. But this guy's not. I don't even know if Penix played the entire season as a starting quarterback. I don't think he did. So when y'all are looking at stuff like this and y'all understanding what I'm saying, it's crazy to me. Don't sleep on the Saints. Oh, I'm not. I actually picked the Saints to surprise a lot of people this year. And what I mean by surprise, don't be surprised if the Saints don't win the division. Don't be surprised if the Saints don't make it to the playoffs. Do not be surprised. Kellen Moore is everything. I literally doubted this guy for a long time. They had me convinced that Kellen Moore wasn't a great play caller when two teams fired him. Then when he went to Philadelphia, I started to realize, this dude is good. He's good. Now he got his head coaching this first year on his belt. I think this guy's going to be fine. I'm going to be honest. The Tyler Shook, I did not agree with it. But boy, Tyler Shook can play. I mean, he can play. He's old. He's 20. He's going to be 28. He's going to be 27, 28 years old this year. But you got to get him going quick because other than that, he's going to be a 30-year-old quarterback. So all these different things that I'm trying to bring to you guys' attention. These are the things that we talk about on the Swaghollic Show. Like if you come on the Swaghollic Show, like this right here, eventually what you guys are going to see is the Swaghollic Show is going to be 9 a.m. on TikTok. Then it's going to probably be 11 a.m. or 11 a.m. or 11 p.m. on YouTube. And whichever one draws the biggest crowd is going to be the main show. Right now it's TikTok. Eventually it'll be YouTube. But I want people to follow me and to be a part of what I do because they love football and they know the game. And if they don't know the game and they want to know the game, definitely follow the Swaghollic Show. It's just that simple. So I hope you guys got enlightened by what I said today. It's Sunday. I know you guys want to get back to your life. And then I appreciate everybody who's going to watch this video, who's watching now. And I want you to join the Swaghollic Show at 9 a.m. Like and share the videos that we're putting out because all of them are about sports, every different sport. We got a great one getting ready to drop probably today on Barry Sanders. Y'all going to enjoy that. I mean, so, and we're going to be doing stuff like that. We're going to do, we've done the LA Lakers Showtime. We may do a tribute to Michael Jordan. I mean, it's the greatest basketball player ever lived. I mean, so all these different things that we're doing on the Swaghollic Sports Show, man, it's all for y'all. I mean, we put a lot of time and effort into it. So I hope that you guys like it. I hope that you guys share it. I hope you guys bring other people and let them see what we got going on over here. Because believe me or not, we have a lot of competition. So I just want to share that with y'all and thank y'all so much. This is your boy Swag, and peace. I'm out.